Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Today we'll see working capital management, requirement of working capital management. So that practical problem, a simple problem we'll see. If you understand today's simple problem, the next essay problem will go ahead. So please focus. Very easy, nothing to worry. So problem I already written on the board. So what is this problem? Neha Limited is engaged in retail business. They are doing business. You are required to forecast working capital requirement. Very clear problem. You are required to find out the working capital requirements. What is the information given? This is the information. First thing is that projected annual sales. Their annual sales are 1 crore 30 lakh rupees. 1 crore 30 lakh rupees. And percentage on net profit on cost of sales is 25%. Sales are 1 crore 30 lakh. And also they said net profit on cost of sales is 25%. Always remember, we need to calculate first cost of goods sold. So these are sales. This is gross profit. Gross profit is 25%. Sorry, net profit. Net profit is 25% on sales. Sales minus net profit is equal to cost of goods sold. Do you know this formula? Sales minus net profit is equal to cost of goods sold. So that we will work out first. In working notes, we can say that calculation of working notes, calculation of cost of goods sold. So this is the heading we can keep. Now you know that sales are 1 crore 30 lakh rupees. 1 crore 30 lakh. If we deduct net profit, you'll get cost of goods sold. Why we have to deduct, I'll tell you. Less net profit. Net profit is how much they are saying? 25%. 25% on this. Let's calculate and see. 1 crore 30 lakh means how many zeros are there? 6 zeros. 1 crore 30 lakh rupees. Yeah, 6 zeros. Into 25%. It comes to 3,25,000. Oh, sorry, 32,50,000. This is 32,50,000. If we deduct it, it comes to 97,50,000. 97,50,000 is the cost of goods sold. Now, let me give you the explanation about this. Why we have done this calculations? Cost of goods sold are required to calculate the working capital. Cost of goods sold, how do we get? We know the sales are 1 crore 30 lakh. Gross profit also they are saying, net profit, sorry. Net profit also they are saying 25%. Sales means net profit is included. Sales means net profit is included. So if we deduct net profit, you'll get cost of goods sold. Exactly what is the cost of the goods you have sold? Isn't it? If you deduct net profit only, you'll come to know exactly what is the cost of that goods sold. So that is 97,50,000. You got it. This figure you just remember. On this only we are going to calculate. This is the base of calculation of working capital. Okay. So this you got it. Am I clear about this? Next now. So this 2 points are over. Next one. Average credit period allowed to debtors 8 weeks. This is average credit period allowed to debtors. Debtors means current assets. So this is related to the debtors. Next, average credit period allowed by creditors means current liabilities. Current assets, current liabilities. Two informations we have. Next, average stock carrying 8 weeks. Average stock. Stock means this is current asset. So we have only 3 items. This This is a simple problem I'm taking. So current assets, current assets, current liabilities. Only three items are there. After that, what they are saying, add 10% to computed figures to allow for contingencies. Once if you get net working capital, there we are going to add this 10% contingencies. That is, as we have done margin or surplus, margin or any extra contingencies amount, we are adding 10%. Now what we can do is here, I kept a heading statement showing working capital. Only three items na. So that is why I have taken particulars and amount, two columns only. If more items are there, as I have shown you in the last class pro forma, in that way we would have added one column for ABC and amount also two columns. Not required. Only three items are there. Even cash balance, bank balance is also not given. Only three items are there. So we'll start the problem. First, what we'll do, current assets. Heading will keep current assets. What are the current assets we are finding here? One is debtors. Okay. Debtors is how much? 8 weeks they are saying. On this amount you have to calculate. This is the base. Cost of goods sold is the base. So this is 97 lakh 50,000. How many weeks they are saying credit period? Credit period of 8 weeks only. After 8 weeks we are going to get the amount. 8 weeks. 8 weeks out of 52 weeks. Entire year we have 52 weeks now. So this into 8 by 52. We'll do the calculations later. Now right now you understand this. Debtors is 8 weeks they said. On this amount, this is the base. On this only we are going to calculate everything. So this amount cost of goods sold is written. How many weeks? 8 weeks out of 52 weeks. So this is debtors. Next, in the same way, total creditors, credit period allowed by creditors, that is comes under the current liabilities. Current liabilities will do it downside. Another one is average stock. Stock is also this. Stock is carrying 8 weeks. So we'll do the stock also. Stock on base same one only, 97 lakh 50,000. This is also 8 weeks. 8 weeks, 8 weeks, same one. 8 by 52. Anything else to write under the current assets column? No. We are finding only one item, creditors, that is current liability. So this is okay. Okay. Now we'll write here total current assets. Whatever we get. Now current liabilities. We'll keep the heading current liabilities. How many current assets we have? Only one current asset, that is creditors. Okay, I'll write here creditors. Amount is same, 97 lakh 50,000. Into how many weeks they are saying creditors is 4 weeks. Period is 4 weeks, means after 4 weeks we have to pay back. 4 weeks. Okay, 4 weeks out of 52 weeks. 4 divided by 52. So you will be writing the current liabilities here. The current liabilities total is only one amount only. Okay, shall we do the calculations? First one is 97 lakh 50,000. 50,000, 97 50, into 8 divided by 52 comes to 15 lakh. This is also 15 lakh, same amount na. If you calculate same amount we are going to get. So this is also 15 lakh. So total of current assets is 30 lakh. Now creditors 97 lakh 50,000 into 4 divided by 52, which comes to 7,50,000. So what you are going to get? Current assets minus current liabilities, net working capital. So I can write here net working capital. In brackets, shall I write current assets minus current liabilities? This comes to 22,50,000. Yes, 22,50,000. So this is net working capital. There is 10% contingencies they're asking us to add. If not, then this would be the final amount. Now we need to add as per this. As per this, add 10% to computed figures to follow the contingencies. Contingencies add 10%. Now add contingencies 10%. 10% on this only. Okay. So this comes to 2250. 2,25,000. We are supposed to add. If we add, you will be getting 24,75,000. So this is working capital. What is this? What they are asking? Forecast working capital requirement. So total working capital requirement. Net working capital required. Is this one. Clear? Very easy. I'll explain it once again. First, you take the screenshot, then I'll explain once again. I've taken a simple problem because you should be accustomed and you should understand what is the pro forma, how to calculate it. Simple problem I've taken. Now in this problem, what happened? So they have given a small information. As per the information, first of all, you have to see cost of goods sold given or not. Here it is not given, but this information, these two information, one is sales and another one is net profit, 25%. These two are given. Sales minus net profit is cost of goods sold only. So in the same fashion, sales minus net profit. Net profit also calculating on the sales only. Okay. So you got the cost of goods sold. This is the base. On this base, we are going to work out the problem. What is given in the problem? We could identify only 3 items. One is debtors, creditors, stock. So current assets are debtors and stock only. So in this pro forma, we have written first debtors and stock. Debtors are, they are saying 8 weeks. This amount 8 weeks, 8 out of 52 weeks. So you got 15 lakh. In the same way, stock. Stock is also 8 weeks, they are saying. Stock, same amount you got it. We have only 2 items, stock and debtors. So that total is total current assets. Now, on the other part of current liabilities, we have only creditors, nothing else is there. Doesn't matter if they give you more items. Pro forma is same, calculations are same. We would have added those items also. Now, right now we have only creditors. In current liabilities, creditors. Creditors are, they are saying 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So, same amount, 4 divided by 52. Out of 52, 4 weeks. It comes to 7,50,000. Now, what do we need? Net working capital. This is gross working capital, 30 lakh. Net working capital means current assets minus current liabilities. Okay. Net working capital, current assets minus current liabilities, you got 22,50,000. And they are asking us to add 10% to computed figures to allow for contingencies. 10% we have to add. Add contingencies 10%. 10% on this. On this it comes to 2,25,000. If we add, you are getting 24,75,000. It is the total net working capital required. Am I clear? If you understood this problem, next problem will work out a little bit tough and also lengthy. Not tough, easy but lengthy essay problem. Okay, stay connected, check out the playlist, whatever is required, use it, and don't forget to share this video. Okay, my dear students, study well and have a bright career. Good luck.